Hello everybody and welcome. This is the SafeMagician signing back on for Corpse Party. We're entering into Chapter 2. Now, if for those of you who missed the previous things that happened, go back, watch Chapter 1. You need to know the stuff that happened to that. Because, spoiler alert, Seiko is dead. Now, I'm assuming Chapter 2 is going to follow a new set of people. But for the one of you who is following along, we'll see. So let's dive straight into it, shall we? It's better to get right into it, isn't it? Okay. New game. Now, I looked at the stuff. I think there are multiple endings to each one. Okay, before we get into this. You saw how there were stars under each of the things. I don't think that's difficulty. I think I realized what the stars are. And if you want me to replay the game, you're going to have to let me know. Because the stars are... now, I would have to look this up. I have not looked it up. I will look it up at some point. I believe they are multiple endings. So the first one had 3 stars, so 3 endings. One of the stars is glowing. The other 2 are not. So that's one of 3 endings. And I bet if I get the 3-star ending, that's the best ending I can get. And this one had 4 stars, so probably 4 endings for this one. The next one I think had 5, the next one had 6. So I think each one has a different amount of endings. So if you want me to play through the game again and try to get all the endings, I'm more than down to do so. But how about we get through the game originally first, and then we'll start working on all the endings. View the Chapter 2 opening? Yeah, why not? Is it? Ooh.
片付いた。
That was just about it. That should just about do it. I hate being in charge of the gym equipment. All because of that stupid co-ed meet in 2 days. Poor Seiko. Why can't the boys class rep take care of the grunt work? Yeah. Freaking Kishinuma. Again, I am very likely to get all these names wrong and butcher them all. I am not intending to offend anybody. I am just bad at this. Doesn't he know what a delicate flower I am? Most I've ever had to lift before was chopsticks, and he expects me to lug around a damned pommel horse? Oh, Naomi, that is one pretty sight.
何
Huh?
が
What is it?
お尻の形。
That booty you got. What? Yours is way cuter. Mine's all plump like a duck's. What are you saying? You've got you got what they call childbearing hips. It's a good thing. Dear Lord, it means when you get older, you can pump out all the babies you want the greatest, with the greatest of ease. I'm actually kind of happy to hear you say that. Okay, if somebody, I am a man. I have no idea how women think or feel about that sort of thing. But if somebody were to say you got childbearing hips and you can pop out as many babies with ease as you would like, well, one, I'd feel good about the idea that I could easily handle childbirth because I believe I know that childbirth is something that is really difficult to go through. It is a beautiful process, but it is also a painful process. Let's all be honest with ourselves. So I just want to say I would be happy at hearing that, but I wouldn't be happy about the idea of somebody bringing it up. It's a personal preference. Again, maybe there's some ladies out there who think very differently than I do about this because I'm a man. I have no idea. Okay, what I'm about to say is a joke. Yeah, ladies, listen to a man about how you should feel about about giving birth. I am joking. Do not take this out of context. I have no idea how it will ever feel. Unless I do one of those childbirth simulators, which, if I ever get to showing my face and becoming a popular enough YouTuber, maybe I'll do it once. Maybe I'll do it with somebody else. I don't know. I'm actually kind of happy to hear that. You do have a certain motherly quality to you, Naomi. It's no wonder you're so good with kids. But of course, I'm hoping to raise 4 children one day. You know what? That's fair enough. Personally, me myself, I want 2 to 4 kids. 2 to 4. I've said to myself that I do not want 1 child. I want 2 for sure. Now, the reason for that is because I do not want to have an only child. I want my kid to grow up with somebody. Sounds like you'll be making some lucky guy real happy. Dear Lord. Ladies in the you know what? In the comments, if there's any women watching this, is this a normal-ish conversation to have? I don't know. I mean, I've had my sisters make jokes, not like these, way different jokes, just like kind of ballparkish jokes, not exactly like this. It's not this genre, but still, is this a normal thing for women to do? Like, genuinely, that's an actual question. I have no idea. We're gonna cut to her being hung. Which, by the way, what were you doing? Were you pulling her?
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
No! No! Chapter 2. Like, in the previous chapter, at the end of the thing, when we saw that she was getting hung, I want to point this out. Miss Shishido, wasn't that Nakashima's voice? Alright, I want to pause for 1 second. In the last episode, when we were there, it said that Naomi tried to help her, and all she could do, everything she tried to do, was only choking her more. Excuse me, what were you doing? Were you trying to pull her head out of it? Were you trying to pull her down and out of it? That's not how a noose works. You know how a noose works? You pull down, it cinches it tighter. Push her up. Get her onto the toilet seat. Every single toilet has toilet paper and such, and maybe even a hand railing. Or, you know, the toilet itself. You know what? Actually, I think this is based in like Japan or something. In those Eastern Asian cultures, a lot of toilets are actually on the ground. So that would actually make a lot of sense on why they weren't able to do that, because they're not like an American toilet where you sit on like a seat, where in a country like this, somebody confirm, I'm pretty sure it's like this. I have no idea how the bathroom etiquette is, but I believe it is it's like a squatty potty, where you squat down and you do your business instead of sitting. So, and technically that is actually better for your health. I'm not sure. Again, look that up. But I believe that is healthier for you. And she was screaming? Well, yeah. If you saw Seiko hanging there, you would also be screaming. What do I do? I can't let anything happen to my students. Oh, I don't know if I was even controlling her. Okay, we're in a group of 3. I know I didn't need to do that.
大丈夫よ。落ち着いて。
Shinozaki, it's alright. Please calm down. I know I butchered the name. Shut up. But You heard it too, outside. Her voice. I did. I think she's hyperventilating. I need to try to calm her breathing before she passes out. Honestly, passing out in this situation probably isn't the worst thing to happen. It probably wasn't a real voice. I'm sure it just sounded like one. Maybe it was the building settling. Let's hope, for your guys' sake, it wasn't, but it would be hopeful. I'll go check it out though, and see if I can figure out what it was for sure. Don't go by yourself! Are you an idiot? Dear Lord, everybody here. You two stay right here, okay? Stop! Miss Shishido, wait! Don't leave us! At least somebody's being smart. Shinozakai. Shinozaki. Again, I'm probably still butchering these names. It's okay, Teach. I'll keep an eye on Shinozaki. Okay. This is a terrible idea. Do not leave! Or better yet, how about I go take a look? Or you wait here. Not a chance. Until I can verify everyone's safety, I want to keep you two out of harm's way. Well, I can guarantee that 2 of these people are going to be okay. For now. Sorry, I'm scratching my back, so I'm doing like a weird stretch. This is gonna be a weird one, but who else can reach their entire back? Because now my shoulders have a lot of issues, but then that might be because they're super flexible. I can reach my entire back. I do not have a single spot I can't touch on my back. If it is like a centimeter big. Well, okay, I guess be careful then. No! Look, she'll be fine. Jeez. I'm counting on you. Kishinuma. I'll be back in no time. No problem. Don't go by yourself! I'm actually scared. My legs aren't even shaking. I have no idea what's going on. My head is spinning. I can't make sense of anything. My chest hurts like my heart is encased in ice. And I can't shake this dizziness or this nausea? Don't go by yourself! But when I think about the possibility of something horrible happening to my dear students, I can feel a newfound energy welling up from within me. Oh my god. Goodbye, Miss Shishino. I feel like if nothing else, I can at least play the part of the level-headed adult. Valor, the name is education. Main building 2F, West Hall. Are they still there? I just want to see if... Okay, they are still here. I would rather we waited here, I'm gonna be honest. There's scene. I need to use the D-pad to travel around. This does look like the same... hello there. How's up there? You won't know me. I think I need to really be on the lookout for secrets. Because if I'm gonna make sure that nobody else passes, there's a strange yellow fluid congealing inside the rusted bucket. It's a brick of pee! We found the piss brick. There's something here. A crystal shining with a faint purple glow is nestling among the debris on the ground. Take it? Yes, why not? Acquire Power Stone. Oh no, we shouldn't have picked that up. We're gonna... Ooh, if I know anything from the, from Adventures, from the Marvel Universe, you don't want to be touching the Power Stone. You're gonna disintegrate. You're just gonna dust in the wind. You're gonna go, ah! We don't have a group of people to hold me in.
Yui-sensei.
Miss Yui? What are you doing? I think that really was a scream we heard. Hmm? Did you find something? Yeah, some kind of gemstone lying on the ground. It's weirdly causing my hand to turn purple and disintegrate. Do you think you want to hold it instead so my hand can heal for a minute? No? Alright, fair enough. Looks like a ruby, or no, probably an amethyst? So either we got the power stone or we got the reality stone. Pick one, people. I mean, technically, I think in the movies, comics, it might be different. In the movies, they were intending the Power Stone to be red, but because they decided the thing from Thor: The Dark World was going to also be a Power Stone, they had to change the color, which is insane because I think they got majority of the way through that movie with all the edits of it being red, and they had to change it to be purple, which is great. How would you not know? It must be a really... it's a garnet. If people who don't know, a garnet is kind of like a maroon, like purple, purpley red color. The reason I say this is because I'm a little bit of a gemstone girly. I'm joking. I do like gemstones though, mainly due to the fact of the show Steven Universe. Numa, you can identify gemstones? No, not really. She knows Zaki's the one to ask for that kind of stuff. Is that so? Well, then maybe I should give it to her. I'm scared. Here's a choice that could change the end of this game, this section. If I don't have the Power Stone, theoretically, I could get hurt by a ghost. At least this person by themselves could get hurt by a ghost. If I give it to them, if I don't give it to them, they might get hurt by a ghost. But they're less likely to get hurt by a ghost because they're together while I am by myself. I'm scared. I don't want to do this. I don't want to give them the stone, but it also might help settle her soul. And what would I do if I was this teacher? If you're a teacher, technically, I only know it's a power stone because it said power stone. It might just be a normal stone. It might mean nothing, and I don't know. I can't keep stalling. I want this video to last anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes. If I keep talking like this, it's gonna last way longer. Okay, I'm probably gonna split this into 3 parts again. I'm hoping not to, but this chapter might also be split into 3 parts again. I think the first one was split into 3 parts. Since I am playing the teacher, I'm gonna do something out of character for me as a gamer, and that is give up the stone, because as the teacher, you would give it up for the person who knows gemstones to identify them, and also because getting gifted a gemstone is also really nice and calming. She might use it to meditate with and such, and put her bad feelings into it and whatnot. I'm gonna give it to them, even though myself wants to keep it. I want to point that out. I'm probably gonna look up the ending if I had kept it, and if it's something bad, I'm gonna be happy. If it's something good, I'm gonna be very unhappy. I guess now's probably not the best time for that. But will you take it and give it to her? She's once she's calmed down a bit. If we were gonna wait till she was calm, I would have kept the freaking stone. Why would I give you the stone if we're gonna wait? If I knew, I am screaming at my own face because I'm looking in that mirror again, and I do not care because right now it makes no sense. Why would you even give it up? You can hold on to it. As the teacher, you're more likely to hold on to it a little bit better and less likely to forget about it, probably. But also, we were probably more likely to drop it because we're gonna go explore anyways. I don't know, and it scares me because why would we have given it up if we knew we were gonna wait? Oh my god, that is the most annoying thing. I really hope my audio did not just fully, like, peak and top out right there. It might make her feel a little bit better. Doesn't make me feel better. No problem. Handed over the power stone. Great. Immediately, dark hands come up out of the abyss and just grab her and pull her away into the abyss, into the darkness you go. Great. Goodbye, teacher. I do try to avoid cursing while I play this game. Well, play these games in general. Return home immediately. Those who remain here will go hungry and starve and die of starvation. Huh? That reminds me. Poor Monet's all alone. He must be hungry. Be one hungry kitty by now. I mean, okay. I'm not saying you should avoid feedings, but at this point in time, you should not be afraid. As long as you have left out water, yeah, he'll be a little hungry by the time you get back. But right now, you should not be afraid for your cat. You should feel bad about the fact that you're going to miss a feeding, yes. But you shouldn't feel super bad because your cat should theoretically be fine for a little while. Once you start missing like a second feeding or even a third feeding, that's when you should start getting worried about how long you've been here. That, personal opinion, it's not the time to worry about your cat, it's time to worry about other things. There'll be time to worry about your cat when you've been here for longer and nothing's really happened to you yourself. Just saying. This is such a bad idea. Why would you go alone in this situation? You should never go alone in this situation. Wow, this room. It feels like we're in the same area, but different. I get that's the whole point. It's literally a Heavenly Post. Breaking news. Serial kidnapping ends in murder. Over the past month, numerous children have gone missing within the town, and authorities quickly turned to kidnapping as the most likely explanation. Now investigators have located the whereabouts of these children, and their findings are far worse than anyone could have anticipated. The bodies of the absconded youths were discovered within the Heavenly Host Elementary School building on September 18th, 1973 at around 7 p.m. Authorities further revealed that a male instructor from the school was found with them alive but near catatonic, holding a pair of bloodied scissors. Each of the corpses had its tongue severed and removed blank mutilations far too grotesque and gory to describe. It's just the same. The page is torn at this point. Bottom half, the art is where to be found. I heard something about this once before, but I never realized just how horrific an incident it really was. Nope. Nope. No. Naomi, please. For the love of God, please let that be Naomi. I hate this. I hate this. I hate it. We're going back to them. I want to double check on them, make sure they're okay. Okay, they're still here. For the love of God, thank God. Deep breathing. How are you? Okay. Sorry, just needed to double check that they were still there. If they weren't there, it would have been even more worrisome because that would mean I plane shifted to a different Heavenly Host school. Classroom 3A. The door is locked. Okay, we can't get across without getting into Classroom 3A. A disturbing large amount of human hair is in a cabinet, filling the shelves. Huh. This is such a bad idea. Why would you go by yourself in this situation? In fact, it would be better if we made like a makeshift cot. Oh, hey, another power stone, please. It's a key, isn't it? A label on the key reads 3A. Take it? Yes, because we can't progress without it. Classroom 3A key. Before we continue, no teachers allowed on the 3rd floor. What? Huh? What do you mean no teachers allowed? Why would the teachers not be allowed on a specific floor? Why would there be a floor only for students? That feels like a sign that specifically a student wrote. That feels ridiculous. No school would ever allow there to be a floor that only students are allowed on. Unless it's a floor for students and parents. That would be semi-acceptable. Again, I don't know. Again, I think, do not quote me on this. I think this is based in Japan. I have no idea for sure. If this is based in Japan, then cool. I don't know the cultural stuff there and whether or not that is a normal thing or not. If it is, cool. If it isn't, that's cool. Didn't like how silent it got. Okay, blue ones are good. Blue ones are good. Well, if it isn't the teacher, are you all by yourself? Decided to stop shaking and shivering with the other two back in 1A, did you? I'll have you know I heard one of the students screaming and have set out to find her. I see, regrettably, as I keep telling people. That won't be possible. This school exists in a nexus where multiple dimensions overlap. It's but a single closed space in a sea of closed spaces. In other words, even though you may be in the same school as your screaming students, you and your uh, occupy? No, I'm gonna fully butcher this word. Occupy. Oh, occupy, dear lord. Occupy different dimensions. I'm gonna need somebody to go through all of my videos and make a compilation at some point of my horrific, probably dyslexia moments. Which means you two can never meet. If one of you should die, perhaps your body of your spirit may move from one space to another, or maybe you can find some means to traverse the planes freely as they do. Who's they? Consider this fair warning. Even if you should find the exact spot of which your students scream emanated, she herself may not be there. And if she isn't, there's not a thing you can do about it. But I heard her voice. It is true that other children have been brought here quite recently. Children who, by all appearances, are indeed your students. But as I suggested, time and space do not behave as you assume here. They're fragmented. You say, wait a minute. You say you heard a scream. That scream may have taken place a few minutes ago, or perhaps it occurred in another space many hours previous, or it may have even echoed from the future. Who's to say? If it echoed from the future, that means there is a chance, minute, but there is a chance that we can somehow get Seiko back alive. Now, this would be a difficult task. I'm sure that in order to make sure everybody stays alive, we need to have them alive at the end of each chapter, no matter what. But that would entail that there is a possibility for us to go back in time and save Seiko. Very minute chance. As it said, it is very unlikely for you to transverse between the dimensions and the times. So, you being able to do that and do it correctly, very low chance. But if it's something that's possible, we can do it. Ugh. With this phenomenon as it is its entirety possible for two closed spaces to have some small influence on one another, even when out of sync. It doesn't matter. I can't just ignore that. That agonizing scream and go on my merry way. Step aside? Oh, step aside. Like I was telling the thing to step aside. Shelves filled with just about every variety of cutting. Oh, with every implement of cutting implement, kitchen knives, surgical tools, chisels, etc. All appear unusually sharp. With so many metal tools in one place, this cabinet must be exceptionally heavy. I'm waiting. I'm expecting this to like move somehow. I'm so nervous. Ow! That's a red one. Step aside. Why don't you fuck off, you damned corporeal. An earthquake? I knew I was gonna regret this. Eek! I freaking knew it! Eek! In all the world, the most vile, untrustworthy individuals of them all are you school teachers. All you care about is your own well-being. You're not worried about your students. You're just worried about being held responsible if something should happen to them. Ugh, this really, really hurts. You're all the same, every last one of you, and I won't be taken in by your lies anymore. Taken in? Must be one of them. When you see a problem among your kid, you just keep your distance because you sure wouldn't want to keep it to get involved. Have to keep up appearances, right? Is this one of the kids? It could be. It could be one of the kids that was kidnapped / murdered. You just pick out the problem children and chip away at them little by little until they either drop out or get expelled. You're not disciplining them. You're just raging at them. What are you doing? That's not... I've never met a teacher who actually cared about her students. Not once. You're wrong. Oh. They are unusually sharp. All of your students are destined to starve to death in these God-forsaken halls. If they don't succumb to desperation and kill themselves first, there's no other possible outcome. They'll all die meaningless deaths, just like I did. And they sure won't be thinking about you when they take their final breaths. And any last words, bitch? I'll tell them to your students as I end their miserable lives. Spare my... Come again? Spare my students. What was that? Please, I don't care what happens to me. Just please, spare their lives. They're not your children. You're not their mother. And you really still pretending to are you really still pretending to care about them? I lose my emphasis when I start stuttering over my sentences. Filthy liar, did you know? When you die in this accursed place, your experience, the pain you felt at the moment of your death, you felt at the moment of your death for all eternity. And I'm going to crush you to dust. The pain must be unbearable, unimaginable, and you're gonna feel that pain every moment of every day, forevermore. And me to spare you? It's what you really want, isn't it? Be honest with me, and I'll consider sparing your life. No, I think Miss Shishido is a good person. Don't you harm a hair on their heads, you hear me? You are one stubborn little bitch. I'm sorry, Miss Shishido. We should have kept the stuff. This is excruciating. I think my rib cage is broken. It feels like someone's pushing this cabinet down on top of me with superhuman force. I'm losing consciousness. Does it hurt? Oh, poor baby. Your corpse will look just like a dead frog on the side of the road. Everybody, live. I love you all. Should have kept the power stone. I called it. Meanwhile, man, teacher's been gone for a while, hasn't she? Another earthquake? Oh no. Oh no, what if the power stone can bring one person back? Or maybe it's like a wish stone, so it can only bring one person back, take you across the dimension, but you can only do it once. It's only got one use and you can only use it for one thing. What if that's the case? That would mean that we have to choose between Seiko and Miss Shishido. I'm gonna sound mean with what I'm about to say. But if it were up to me, now these two do not know Seiko is dead. So if they came across her and somehow they knew the Power Stone had like this wish thing that could bring somebody back, they would automatically bring her back. But if they knew about both of them, I hate to be mean, you would choose Seiko. I have reasonings. I only really have one reason. Seiko is younger, so she has more life ahead of her. Now the teacher does have more wisdom, but she had wisdom to go by herself and die. So I'm gonna be honest. Everybody, yeah, I mean, to be fair, the other people also went by themselves and died. But you know what the difference was? The last two got mad at each other. These three, they didn't get mad. She just chose to do it by herself because she was like, oh, we're in probably a haunted mansion. Let's go by myself. Idiot. What's wrong? I just got a really bad feeling. We gotta search for Mishichido. Hey, I'm gonna warn you, it's too late. What if she comes back while we're gone? And we miss each other? Sorry, I'm got like the hiccups like a burp. And a yawn! What if she comes back while we're gone and we miss each other along the way? Well, we can't go down. We're going! Yeah, we'll go. Alright. All right already. But if we don't have any luck finding her, let's just make sure we come back to this room, okay? He would have emphasized this. I just feel it. I'm trying to do the acting pretty well. How about we leave her a note? Shishido, do you have anything I could write with? How about the chalk on the chalkboard, idiot? I've got a pen. But no paper, huh? Well, there's always the teacher's desk. That's a podium. I'm gonna point that out. That is not a desk. That is a podium. Miss Yui? We've gone to find you. If we pass each other and you see this message, wait right here. We'll be back. How's that? Blunt and kind of sloppy. It's your fault we have to leave here leave her a message at all, you know. But she might be in trouble. Okay, just don't cry. We'll find her. We'll find her crushed corpse, okay? And we'll have a party! Yay! Yippee! Yahoo! Again, maybe the Power Stone comes in handy. Maybe giving up the Power Stone still saves her in the way of the wishing that I said. Again, I don't know. Huh. Alright, before we go down, we need to go up in the direction that she was in. Alright. She was in this room over here, which we can't reach.
なんだこりゃ。廊下が抜けてるぞ。
Looks like a dead end. Did this happen during the earthquake?
先生、
Miss Shishido?
どこにい
Where
る
are
の？
you? I'm really worried. Huh. Let's go in. Wait. Into here first. It's a good idea to check any areas that we can. I knew giving up the Power Stone was a bad idea, but I chose to do it. I didn't have to choose to do it. It was a full-on. Hey, it's open. I don't know what was down, but we're going up. If you acquire any name tags from the corpses in this school, please bring them to me. I'll add them to my collection. Custodian. Is the custodian the man with the scissors? If you don't know what I mean by that, I'm talking about in the Heavenly Post. Ow! Oh, what the? Ouch! Alright, that was very mean. That looks like the area we were in last time over there. Alright, I guess we have to go down. We don't really have a choice right now. I don't know how long I've been recording, and my phone is dead, so I can't even check. Now, we will check out one other area. The moment I find one of those save candles, we will save. Speaking of save, /safe, you should subscribe to my YouTube channel, which you are currently watching if you are here right now. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you are enjoying my content. It really helps me grow my channel. Why haven't you done it yet?
どうしたんだよ。
What's up?
いいこと
I just
思いつい
had
た
a
の。
brainstorm. Class rep Shishino's, Shinozaki's famous scary time candles. There's not a student in 2-9 who isn't immediately familiar with them, right? You're kidding. There's not a student in our grade who hasn't seen them at least once. People call you the horror rep of Kisagari for a reason. So, how about we light some candles like this all throughout the school building? Huh. This is before, isn't it? Huh. Huh. Oh. 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 That might not be good. All right, so I just thought of something. So this world is a fractal dimension of multi-layered dimensions that are all in the same space, but different space in like a quantum entangled weird sense. So if it's in like this weird quantum entangled like past, future, present thing where all of them are kind of aligning at the same time, that means that this is in a way happening before the events of the previous chapter, not after the events, even though we heard the end of that previous chapter at the beginning of this chapter when they heard the scream. They were hearing the echoes of the future. So, all the candles that we ran into in the last episode, at least they planted. Meaning, this is before. Not only does that mean that this is before, that means that there is still a very minor chance, but a chance that we could save Seiko. But that means that the teacher herself has a very unlikely chance of being saved. That is, if there is a chance of saving her. Again, I still think I am going to run a bet. The Power Stone was the only thing that could save her. But, we had to give it to Ayumi. Just want to point that out. There'll be like signal flares for Mochida and the others. Let them know that you and me and Miss Shishido are all here with them, safe and sound. Maybe not all of you, but I mean, two of you are safe and sound. One of you's in death and agony. Yeah, I guess. Seems more like she's just trying to reassure herself that she's okay. Also, what if this somehow caused a fire and burned down this dimension? Wouldn't that be a bad thing? Actually, would that be a bad thing or a good thing? That is actually a really good question because if they burned down this building, would they escape with it destabilizing and letting them out, or would they just burn to death? I mean, in a way, they're both escapes. But if it makes you feel better,
行こうぜ。
come on, let's go. Okay, let's do a quick save. 48 minutes? Holy cow, I've been recording for a while. I'm gonna have to call it here. I hope everybody enjoyed this episode of Corpse Party, the chapter 2 of Corpse Party, which is weirdly a prequel to the first one, but also a sequel at the same time. There's weird time travel shenanigans going on in this game. I'm interested to see where this goes. Theoretically, everybody could make it out alive still, or they could all still end up being gone at the end. Or both. Who knows? Time travel is weird like that. I hope everybody enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. That was the Safe Magician signing off. Bye!